Now let us start analyzing the time complexity of our pre-order traversal. So if you notice that we start our pre-order traversal from root of the tree. So first we are going to check if our node is null. If it is, then we are going to go back. Otherwise we are going to perform the traversal specific operation, and let's assume that this particular operation is a constant time operation. So you might be printing the contents of the node, or you might be storing this value somewhere else, anything. We'll assume that this traversal specific operation is a constant time operation. And then you are going to perform the pre-order traversal on the left subtree and the pre-order traversal on the right subtree. So you can notice that the time required to process the root node is the constant time plus the time required to process the left subtree and right subtree. And when we go to the left subtree with this call, again time required to process the left subtree is the constant time to process the root, and then the constant time required to process the left subtree and right subtree. So we can notice that at every node we are going to spend only constant amount of time. So the total time complexity of this operation is going to be linear in terms of the number of nodes in my tree. So pre-order traversal would take linear time, and it belongs to theta of n, where we are describing the problem size in terms of the number of nodes in our tree. So let's see how pre-order traversal would work on this example tree when the traversal specific operation is just to print the contents of our node. So we would start our pre-order traversal with address of 10. Okay, that's how we will start. We will go inside, we will check if the node is null. It is not. So remember, even though I am writing here 10, it actually means address of the node that contains 10, the root. Okay. So this is not the value that we are passing, but the address that we are passing. So we have started the pre-order traversal from root, and the operation we are going to do is just print whatever is our current node. So node dot val. Okay. So we start with 10. We check if the current node is null. If it is not null, we are going to print our output. Let's print the output here. It is 10. Okay, that's our pre-order traversal. And then we are going to give call to pre-order traversal based on the left child, which is 20. So we are going to call pre-order traversal 20. Again, this is the address of 20. So this is a recursive call. We'll stop our execution for 10 and go and execute the call for 20. We come inside and ask question, is 20 null? It is not. And then we are going to print 20. So 20 gets added to the output. And then next line is pre-order traversal of the left. So to the left we have 60. So this will give call to pre-order traversal with node 60. And we'll stop execution of pre-order traversal of 20 because it's a recursive call. So we come with 60 again to this function. We check if the 60 is present in the null. No. So we are going to print the contents of the node. So we will print 60. And then we are going to do pre-order traversal on the left. 60 is a leaf node. So left child is null. So now we are going to have pre-order traversal with null as the address given. And that's where this first statement is going to come in handy. If the current node is null, we are simply going to return. So now we are going to return, and remember where we had stopped? We had stopped at this place while executing 60. So now we are going to do the pre-order traversal from the right child of 60. So now we are going to have one more call from 60 with pre-order traversal. And what is the right child of 60? It's a leaf node, so it's again a null. So we call with null pre-order traversal, and we are going to return back. So we'll return back from here without giving any specific output. And that's where we finish the call with pre-order 60, but we had come here from 20. So now we are going to go back and in case of 20, it was the call with the left child. So we'll start executing the next statement, and this is now pre-order traversal with the right child of 20, which is 50. So now we are going to call pre-order traversal with 50, and we know from the experience of 60 what is going to happen. First we are going to check if this node is null, this node is not null. So we are going to print the content. So I am going to add 50 here to the output, and then from 50 both children are null. So exactly same thing will happen at 60. I will do pre-order traversal with null. I'll come back. I'll do pre-order traversal with right child, which is null, and then I'll again come back. And that's where I finished processing 50, and we come back, and we had come to 50 as the right child of 20. So that also completes the execution of pre-order traversal from 20. So we go back to 10, and we had started the pre-order traversal of 20 as the left child of 10. So now we were here. Now we are going to execute the next statement, which is pre-order traversal with the right child of 10, which is going to be pre-order traversal starting with 30. So we execute this function call now. We come inside, we check if 30 is present in is null. It is not null. So we are going to add 30 to our output, and then we are going to call pre-order traversal with left child of 30. So this means that we are going to call pre-order traversal with node 40. So we stop the execution of 30, and now we start the execution of 40 because it's a recursive call. So we come back, 40 is not null, so we are going to add 40 to our output, and then we are going to call pre-order traversal on the left child of 40. Okay, so left child of 40 is, it's 70, so I'm going to have pre-order traversal with 70. And again, I'm going to check if 70 is null. It's not. I'm going to print the contents of the node 70, and then we are going to have pre-order traversal on the left and right, but 70 is a leaf node, so this case will repeat. Okay, so basically we are going to return now from 70 to 40, and 40 doesn't have any right child. We had come to 70 as the left child of 40. So next statement in the call for 40 would be pre-order traversal with the right child, which is null. So nothing would happen. We would just come back and we'll return back to 30. And then we had come to 40 as the left child of 30. So we were executing this statement. Now we'll proceed to next statement, which is pre-order traversal with right child of 30. But 30 doesn't have any right child. So we will go back to 10, and we had come to pre-order traversal of 30 because it was a right child of 10. So this completes the function call for 10, and then we have finished our pre-order traversal of this particular tree. So that's how the pre-order traversal works, and this is the order in which we will visit the nodes. Okay. So pre-order traversal, it takes linear time in terms of number of nodes, and it produces this output.